Come on down. There we are. Alright, I think I went live. I don't know. Everything about this is screwed up. I set this yesterday, reset for this 8B. Come on down. I gotta mute this screen. Alright. Because I accidentally picked the professional amateur hour number 8 for my little impromptu live announcement. Anyway, hi everyone who's not here probably because I, apparently did not click the apply or save button in the proper place because, well, it didn't change from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So when I went to go ahead, I should go get that stuff set up and ready. Yeah, yep, I definitely should do that. And then I found out, I was supposed to go live an hour ago, according to my schedule, which, of course, my wonderful listeners would be happy to listen to. You might be wondering, why is he only wearing one glove? Well, okay, they don't snap very well. Anyway, that joke failed. It's because it's polishing. I am about halfway through with the 1,000 grits. I got to do the first row on these and then start up the second time around, and then I'll switch to 1,200, I think, is next. So this is what I've been working on. It's what I've been doing every day because my hands don't really care for that. I'll take a race. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much. So yeah, if you're wondering what I've been doing, I've been polishing frets. I'm getting to the polishing stage now. I was sanding frets before, but now we're at legit 1,000 grit. So there is a definite, there is a definite polishing that's beginning to happen. This stupid camera probably won't even show the difference. Let's see here. You can look at these up here, and then as I come down to below this fret here, you can see that shine picks up and gets nicer and nicer. So, hey, Gary, welcome. Sorry I'm late for my own funeral today. Because, yeah, that's a thing. But anyway, I'm pleased with the progress that's going on this so far. I got my nut blank right there. I'm going to show that here. There. Looking at the nut on the neck, I may have needed a wider one. I need to consult with my journeyman dude, Marshall, because this, which I didn't notice, has, I don't even know if that's going to show up in the camera there. Anyway, it's angled not only down towards the headstock like you would expect it to be, but the front edge also appears to be tapered. Probably about a 15-degree angle. So I don't know if that's just an aesthetic that Ibanez did when they cut this nut, because it's definitely the original factory nut from 2005. Let's showing it down there. If you look right where the nut comes together with the headstock, you can see the white paint. It's just shitty to see there. Now you should be able to see it. Anyway, so fun. It's been quite the adventure. I've just been working my way up, and I noticed Marshall was talking about. It's funny, we used the exact same rags by accident. I didn't pay attention to what he used. These were just cheap at the jungle store, and they were microfiber. I originally got them for my scooter for wiping down the paint, Because, big bikes like that, kind of hard to paint them without spending a lot of money. So yeah, once I get these down to, let's see, I've got 3 more steps. I'm going to be doing 12, 1200, 1500, and 2000. So there's 3 more steps, right? I'm not going to go all the way to 1000. So I have all the way up to 3K grit. So I'm doing 1000 now, and yes, then 1200, then I believe it's 1500, and then 2000. Yep. And then I'm not doing 2500 or 3000 because by then I'll be using the Marpro polishy stuff. So I do this until my hand hurts. And the reason for the glove is because the sandpaper really hard on my calluses on my cording hand. So this is to avoid that. I don't care about the dirt. The dirt will wash out. But I get, like this one's starting to go right now. I've been using it for about probably a good 30 minutes of sanding. It's the second time over, so yeah, fun stuff. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I probably will play a little bit today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, as you can see in the other one over there, we're not going to work on the nut today. I just wanted to talk about it. Anyway, we are going to try. I've never used solder wick before to clean stuff up. I tried using my solder sucker. No. For trying to get it off a flat surface like this, where it's just kind of spooged out as it's been melted and had grounds put into it, that doesn't work very well. So we're going to do that differently now. So, and then I have to find out. I don't know if Marshall will make it in today because he's working. But these nuts are nice and snug. They're tight. There's no the nut is not loose on the headstock, but these have a little bit of play in them. See, you can kind of hear them click because they move. So I don't know if that's normal or not. I have absolutely no idea. So, but yeah, I worked hard on my calluses for the last year. I have decided that I am going to invest in a slightly better quality crowning file because this one is very, very harsh. It likes to leave big, almost looks like gills on a shark where they that. Yeah, it's not good. It's very, very not good. So yeah, I'm spending today being professional amateur. I've already proven to myself that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and that's my segue into don't take what I'm doing here as expert advice. There's a reason it's called professional amateur the professional amateur hour. So yeah, I didn't have to do this, but I wanted to. It was I don't want to say it was necessary. My OCD made it necessary. There we go. Because I ended up doing so much extra work on this Ibanez guitar to get it back into top shape. I just decided the frets needed to start out nice and fresh. So they crowned out nice. I got nice as deal. Now I just got to finish the polishing on them. So, and I can do this while I'm watching stuff and while I'm listening to you guys or I'm participating in another live because I can have my chat up there. Got all my garbage running around. So had to turn up studio lights. You guys can see this over here. I usually just run with those things on pink and low. So yeah, and, I gotta play with my setup back here. It ain't working for me. It's not functional. I gotta do something different with the microphone. This microphone pointing like it is in the way of everything. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to make it come over the top. And I like the little thing that holds my iPod Touch that I'm using for camera over there. But this arm is incredibly hard to move. So I vote no. So, all right, folks, I'm gonna have to go step away. We're gonna pause for a minute. I'm gonna throw on some non-copyrighted music. Hang on, let me get this off. Hand gets incredibly sweaty in there. So, all right. Here we go. Little tubes. All right. This, since I like these kinds of things, let's listen to this for a while. I won't be playing. I'll be back in a minute or 10, too. It won't be long. Do we still have any music? Has anyone stayed to see what happened to the Falcro? Probably not. Oh, look, we still have music playing. So I made it back before this ended. That's cool. Let's see here. I will pausing. Here we go. Now that's paused. I come back over here. All right. Thank you for indulging me for a moment, folks. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I need a new floor protector. Anyway. So that's really all that's going on with that. Let me get my mug back up here on the screen. Let's do that and then turn on that screen. Hi. There I am. So, and just in time for this week's shows, I have three brand new epic zits. So no disappointment there. It's yeah. So everything here is going well so far. We're gonna do the thing over there. I'm gonna start warming that soldering iron up here in a few minutes, and then we're gonna see if I can figure out how to use solder wick. I've never used it. I've always had stuff that was on or near I could use a solder sucker, and this just takes a little bit of it and then it's pushed around. Anyway, I think the solder wick will work better. We'll see. It might not work at all, but I just want to kind of clean up and start over instead of just adding more to the globs that are already there. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Do I have any coffee? Is it time to make more? Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here they are. So I've been going through stuff, reorganizing, cleaning a room. I got more stuff gone back there now. But anyway, I found some really cool Foster Grants. I think these look pretty damn good. They're not the originals, but the originals are lost somewhere in Wyoming, I think. Maybe Colorado. I don't know. It was a state I was driving through. It's got a lot of really tall rocks in it, and that kind of fits, everything from, well, basically the northern reaches of Canada all the way down to North Texas, where the mountains start to settle down a bit. David likes it when I wear this. He thinks I should always wear this the hat get up here, but I'm kind of like it. I know I got the two glasses on. That's a sexy dad bod look right there. So yeah, this is I think going to be when I'm in the mood for this. That'll be the garb. So I don't play dress up very much, bachelor and all. I mean, it's just something I've never thought about doing. All right, so Dog Paws here, Gary's here, Midnight Bandits here, Ate Grace's here. I don't know who else is here. I don't know. My times were all screwed up, so it all told you I was going to be on live an hour ago on the notification. And this is 8B because I grabbed the wrong one yesterday. And I was going to renumber it. I said, fuck it. I'll just put 8B oops after the professional amateur hour for this one. But anyway, I like the Foster Grants. I think, I don't remember when I got them, but they were probably an emergency road type. I wouldn't have got them for riding a scooter because this temple is there. This temple is way too thick to go underneath of my helmet through the face shield opening. And mine actually is modular, so the whole jaw piece will lift. And it kind of becomes a 3/4 helmet at that point. But anyway, That's my preferred, because when it's hot, you want to get air in your face, and your face shield ain't enough. You can go back old school. And I'm not using that when I'm cruising down, some country road at 85 miles an hour with four semis around me. That's not the time that I choose to use something like that. It's kind of like, when you choose to use cruise control on the freeway that basically goes 99% in a straight line with very little curves, as opposed to trying to use cruise control uh, at highway speeds on a 2-lane. No, that'd be bad. Oh, hey Janice, welcome. Thanks for doing that. I've got both microphones hot right now. I'm not sure I'm real happy with this one yet, but I'm going to turn around and get the soldering iron heated up so we can see if I can use the solder wick. And I got the rosin impregnated shit because, I don't know, half a dozen things I read said, oh, that's better. Get the rosin stuff. I don't know. The shit's throw. As soon as you can't soak up any more goop in it, then you throw it. It's garbage. You're not going to turn it back into solder and bare copper braided wire. So, just saying. Anyway, spin around here. I gotta get the other pooter so I can see the chat. If you need, just do the 1, 2, 3 thing. If I don't not be loud enough over here while I get other things set up. I could have done this beforehand, but what the fuck? Why do I want to be prepared? All right. Now, there. Whoops. Delete. Can we delete, please? There we go. 1, 2, that. Over and enter. Yay! Alright, now let's go to the Yugle tubes. I'm finding so much cool stuff cleaning out all my garbage. I found my extra bottle of Cologne Stetson, of course. I very rarely wear it. Those cool Foster Grants. I found all kinds of stuff. Did I get this one? Yeah. Okay, we got that one. I got to adjust it. I know. First, let's get my YouTube chat opened up. Come on, right there. Is that? And I had. There I am. Right. Hey, stop! Don't you dare! All right, we're muted, and here is the format that I hate. So, let me know. Hey, Preston, welcome. Good, you see the back of my bald head. I'm going to swap these cameras around in a minute. Just let's see what happens now. All right. Let me see. Here we go. What's this? Theater mini. I hate this format. But all I want's to chat. So can we pop it out? I want to pop. There we go. Alright. Now, allegedly, if I grab and float, there it is. Alright. I think I win. Now let me change the cameras around. Oh. Up. There I am. Okay. Now, over here. I gotta get these network together. I forgot what kind of network switch I'm supposed to get. I just know everybody said they were cheap. Alright, so we want to make, let's go cam 2 overhead to do like that. And then I'm going to turn off that one. Turn on that one. Just turn off the words. Everybody knows that nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Anyway, there is that. All right, we should be getting closer now. I think you can all still hear me. Oh, look, it's Charlie Gabaldon. Hello, Charlie Gabaldon. All right, now I can come back over here. Huh. That is just barely long enough. All right. So, yeah, I got all this crapola stuff. Let's put this over here. That's all the guitar parts. All the guitar parts, because words. All the guitar parts there are in the baggie, with the exception of the new nut that just got here yesterday. Hey, welcome, Clay. We got Doc, we got Clay, we got Preston, we got Charlie, we got... Holy mackerel, I didn't expect all you guys to come here. I've got to get into my settings. This microphone now has lag. I'm not sure why. The other microphone doesn't. Yeah, we need different... Well, that's good. We don't want you to be dangerously driving. All right, what are we going to do here? No. That's not going to work. First, we're going to put the glasses up. This is the cutest little thing. I ordered some wider stuff because I didn't know there was different widths. So, but this is experimented it a little bit. All right, let's take this one. It's really ugly. There's that. That can go. And then, well, and that's special. That there, and what, can I grab this? Like this? How about that? I don't know what that means, Preston. Phase shifted. That one needs a phantom. This one doesn't. I know diddly shit, except that there's lag in my ears when I'm talking here. And if I mute this and unmute the other, that's gone. So I've never seen a phase shift button. So there's that. Whoops. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on the booter. Let's see here. I want to hold down and turn on. Nope. We have new testicle difficulties. Uno momento, por favor. Unplugging from there. Let me see. Yep. I forgot to plug this in. Look, watch me do stupid shit. Let's put this one right here. No, right here. How about right here? Here? How about here? Turn that back off. Well, I'll have to look at that. Hold on. The soldering iron is warming up. While it's doing that, Let me go over here. And I can look at my inboard. EQ. See here. Nope. That's this one. What's on this one? Ooh, look at that. So mode is DIST or pre. It's now set to pre. This is on my preamp that you were talking about. And then that is set at a positive 15 dB on that, and for input, and a positive 0 on the output. So I have the other one. This other switch on here says pre-stage on or off. No, I don't want to fix the camera. I can't fix the camera because it's not broken. So yeah, no clue. It doesn't. I see nothing that says face. Add, remove, 2 in, 2 out. No preset, loudness, blah blah blah. I don't know. Anyway, the soldering iron is warmed up now, so let me go over here. And we'll see if this works. Oh, I forgot the waters. Dang it. Always with the waters. Well, yeah, I was trying to show how the fibers of inexpensive windsock works. You know, it's non-kitty whisker type. Dead kittens, some people call them. All right, you go over there. Stay there. I need some sound back though. It has no sound. It's weird for me. I like it. Not being able to hear myself. So, yeah. Next month I'll be getting a ventilator thingy for on here. So, it's coming. We're going to have, there we go. Can you stay there? How about that? How about now? How about now? You going to stay there now? Okay. I'm glad we could have this little chat. Oh, let me see. I want to let this touch there. Glasses have to go up. Now, let's see what happens. Professional amateur solder soaking. Oh. I think I might have to warm this up a little bit more. Yeah. Alright. And let's go. There. 700-ish.
degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, good. All right. Now then. Oh, yeah, it's working, just not really very well because it's too small for the job that I wanted to do. There is just so damn much solder on here. It seems excessive. Come on. Yeah, see? What about now? What's up now? Yeah. I don't know if you can appreciate how much solder is on this pot. I'm barely scratching the surface. For a $22 soldering iron, it works all right. It's not as effective as a good old-fashioned Fat Boy would be, but, you know, I'm okay with that. So much solder. How is Lee? Is Lee a good? I hope. Pardonnez-moi. It's the only French words I remember from high school. I remember she was blonde, and her voice sounded like music when she spoke of the Frenches. And then my romantic heart took over. I got a crush on a French teacher, so I thought I was going to learn to speak French. Nope. Spent a semester staring at the teacher and doodling on my pad. All right, that's that one. We'll reattach that later. All right. That's much better than it was. Now, this one's not as bad. I'm not even sure I need to do this on here. On this one. There we go. This one's got that little capacitor thingy on it. Yeah, I think that one, yeah, we're just going to leave that alone. So, next project will be rough cutting this nut. So, anybody, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Lee. I can't talk today. My mouth is, I don't know, broken. Anyway, once I knock the original, there it is. Can you see it now? You know what the beautiful thing about an old guitar is? It's already got scratches and dings on it. Let's see. This, where did it go? I had a measuring device somewhere. This, nope, It's not there. Where'd... Oh, it's down here. Alright. Gotta get the official Jungle Store professional luthier kit. Oh, yeah. Of course, I've added new pieces, but, you know. In here, there's this handy little ruler. That one, right there. Put that over there. This. Yeah, be safe out there. Don't crash. So this, whoops, hang on, is in my way. I got all my plugs rearranged, and the plug strip for this bench is functioning. It's right there. I can plug things in and unplug them as I need to. I can reach the USB chargers. And then I also have a high watt, I think this is 22 watt. Anyway, permanently plugged in. So, look at all this crap. Can I see? Why is there we do that? All right. Now, I want to see the widest point. At its narrow, it's, yeah, if the new nut needs to have this angle right here. If it has to have this nagel, nagel? Maybe I want bagels. I don't know. Anyway, might be looking for a 1/4 inch. Because if it has to be like that, it's going to have to be... All right, I'll be dropping by the stream anyway, Lee. So, yeah, we'll see you in a bit. I'm about done here. This isn't my super fun show. This is me trying to fix and do shit I've never done. Wow, there is a shit ton of glue. Anyway, this is... It's all of a 1/4 inch wide at the base. And then where I got 3/16 from is measuring the top, because I didn't notice that angle right bar. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Ate's giggling. Thanks, ma'am. Let's see. Yeah. It's going to be 7:30 seconds. You watch. Boy, that's hard to hold that still. But yeah, it's 3/16-ish up here. I use my thumbnail for a 0 mark. And then... Yeah, there. No. Okay. Yeah. 7:30 seconds. So 3/16 is about all that's good for. All right. So it's amazing how much you can break with $35 professional amateur luthier kit. That's a lot of words. Huh. There we go. Wish I wouldn't have sold all my Mitutoyo calipers, and some of those would be fun to play with. So this project, the iMac project, we'll call it that for now. It's coming along. It's going to do the thing. Now that I've got power, I have a powered USB hub for the interface. What else do I need to do? I did the interface setup. Oh, I gotta figure out what DAW I'm gonna use on the Apple, and something else. How to use GarageBand. I think that's where I'm gonna start once I get the music interface. I should not need an iRig or any of that stuff. All I should need is that little 2 in, 2 out Presonus? Yeah, it's USB 96. So, let's see here. Yep. Thanks for coming along with me. Let me turn around.
I'm going to mute that other mic over there. And Preston can talk to me about phases of the moon and, that kind of shit. Let me go back up here. Unarm mute. And there's noise on that mic too. I don't understand why. There is nothing. When my fan is on, you can hear my fan, but when I shut up, I see nothing on any meter, regardless of volume. So I'm happy with the noise floor for the Rode, but the other one still needs some work. Change some things around. I'm now using that on a master, or with a master volume track for both of my vocals, so I can not only have different levels for each microphone, I can also turn down both at the same ratio once I find that magic number. And I still have the reverb. Well, anyway, it's just fun to play with. I got to figure out how to do the octaver for my voice. Play around, make stupid vocal sounds, because it's fun. Did I put water in there? No. All right. I was going to make coffee. That's why there's no water in there, because I hadn't made coffee yet. I have water. Robbie, Sith, welcome. Oh yeah, I crowned them first, and the crowning file is a bit rough. I'm going to buy one for longer term. It just made for a little bit more sanding when I get to this. I'm already up to, I've been maybe only spending about 15-20 minutes a day, maybe a half an hour, because sometimes I'll do 2 sessions because my hands, they just can't do it anymore. Arthritis and injuries and stuff. Cannot describe how good that feels. That's a lifelong habit. But anyway, so yeah, I'll have that. They were all crowned. I leveled them. Well, I checked level first. It had some high frets, so then I made a little hammer, got the frets set down. That took care of all the high frets. And then checked the next flat as a board. It's perfect. So I put Sharpie on the frets and just set the file on there. Only enough pressure to make my fingers hold the file. No downward pressure. And there really wasn't much of anything left to do. So we started down a polishing road. We're at 1,000. I've got, and I'm halfway through the second run on the 1,000. So next will be the 1,200, then the 1,500, and then finally 2,000, and then the polish, which I did on Douglas by hand. This polish that I got, the Marpole, or however the word says. I'll show it when we get to that point. Anyway, it works great, tiny bit. I'm going to use the Dremel this time. Well, it's not a real Dremel, but it does what a real Dremel does. So in my world, that makes it a Dremel. It's like calling a. It's like calling a one of those here. That's there over here. Kleenex is a brand, not a thing. However, this brand name has become so prevalent that it no longer describes its brand. It describes the object now. Anybody that says Kleenex, I need you to get me a box of Kleenex, I don't care what kind, they're going to pick up a box of something that is cottony feeling paperish stuff. Not necessarily the brand name Kleenex. Hey, Zach, welcome. Welcome. So, well, I had to put creamers. See, I had to check myself. Anyway, no, see, I didn't put my creamers in. I'm very remiss right now, so I'm going to make coffee. You guys are going to get to listen to my Keurig. Well, you see, I have real Kleenex too. Sometimes I do there. Yes, Q-tips, same way. Q-tips is a Johnson & Johnson trademark brand name. But everybody calls anything that's shaped like that a Q-tip. So, paper tubes only, by the way. I do not do plastics for my essentials. And Q-tips are an essential after every shower. Sometimes when my ear is itchy or it gets that whooshy sound and tickles. I have tried all manner of these little doohickeys with the plastic tubes. Plastic is junk. Absolute junk. These are paper tube. I believe these are Walgreens brand name. They're in a generic box right now. It's just a little Q-tip box, but the paper tubes are the rock star of the millennium. Just get that. I'm just going to leave that there. Change my mind. I found this cool thing. This cool thing is a digital tire pressure gauge that my friend gave me. It has oil on it. Anyway, my friend gave me for my car right before my car broke down because she never used it. But it's actually made of metal with rubber grippy things. You can change it from bar to kPa to kilogram centimeter to psi, just with push of a button. And it's supposed to be accurate down to like 5 pounds or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was a cool thing, so I got that. Yeah, bar, kPa, kilogram, psi. Cool. We want it on psi's. So, yeah, I'm just discovering all sorts of fun new things. Let me turn off this other camera. We don't need that. We don't need to be wasting that. There. You don't want to see the back of my head where it's thinning. So, hey, see what my hair did? Usually it goes right in the middle and stays there, but last night when I slept, it shifted from the middle over. So now my part's a little bit to the side. Normally that's not the case. So that's kind of fun. So I'll be continuing on with the sanding and polishing of the frets, and then I still have to clean the fretboard with the razor and all that. So that'll be the next few things. Now that I got the switches and stuff cleaned up, I'm going to start memorizing diagrams so that I only have to look at them one time every 15 seconds. So when I wire up the switch, I don't wire it up backwards and blow up Cleveland in an impromptu nuclear strike. Oh man, I'm getting demonetized now because I said nuclear strike. There. All right. That hair has been tickling my nose right there for like 2 hours. And it wasn't until I got it in the light just right that I could see it laying alongside the edge of my glasses. My grasses. You'll be zipper lipped? What are you gonna zipper lipped? Um, you can tell me. You can tell me on the nut. I thought it was 3/16. So I don't see what you said earlier. Anyway, I measured the top part of this nut, Marshall. You see how that tilts forward on the original? Come on, focus. I hate my autofocus camera. There it goes. All right. It's about 1/4 inch at the bottom. Do I need 1/4 inch wide, or can I just leave the front edge of this flat and not have it? I realize it won't come out and meet necessarily the won't come out and necessarily meet the original line, but I should probably just get 1/4 inch one, huh? I think that's the appropriate thing to do. See how good the frets are looking? We're finishing up the 1000 today. I'm about halfway through the second run over with the 1000, and we're gonna do the 12. I'll probably get 1200 today, and we'll do 1500 and 2000 tomorrow, most likely. I say we like I'm gonna do any of this because you guys are doing all this work. So oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna say that either. You can't say all kinds of stuff now. You can't say things like you want to have a discussion about women being sexually assaulted. Well, if you don't want their bots, like I just said it there, that might pick me up and tell me that I've been blocked because of hate speech now because I said that. It doesn't take into account the context. Context is everything. Well, semantics is everything, but context is a very, very close second. I don't like the fallout from steel wool around the magnetics. You can be as meticulous as you want, and my machinist background tells me 100% that when you start removing tapes and things, there's going to be residue of that fine metal dust, and it will indeed be attracted to those magnets, and it'll be nearly impossible to clean out of said magnets. So I prefer to use uh, um, a silica-based sandpaper. Most wet dries are silica-based. No magnetics there. And I use Scotch-Brite pads if I'm actually polishing on while it's together, and then no steel wool. Not on my guitar stuff. I like some of the things the steel wool does, but I don't like the fallout from those little metal shavings. My automotive machinist background says that that's bad for things, and yep, there it is. We can just talk about nuts, Marshall. I think I'm gonna order a 1/4 inch one. They're cheap, and I'll eventually use this on something. Um, but I kind of wanted to match up with when I knock this nut off here. I kind of wanted to match up on that a little bit better than sitting a 16th or 3/32 back. That's gonna fuck with my OCD. I'm gonna cut this right here. I'm gonna cut that with a brand new razor knife right at the base before I knock this off, because this comes up quite a bit onto the face of the nut, and I don't want it to chip out the paint if I can keep it from doing that. I want it to be a nice straight line and leave paint behind on this old nut. So reported their well, yeah, but they don't want you to report their misinformation, only other people's misinformation. YouTube's misinformation is to be coveted and wonderful. Yeah, yeah, with the options that we have available now, I rarely, even in the 80s, I rarely used steel wool. Even then, I used Scotch-Brite. Rolock discs were brand new, and we switched over to the Rolock disc, both the rubber ones, which I love. If you're trying to work a piece of aluminum for an engine block, you just can't beat those rubberized little finger ones. They'll take the staining and the gravage off and not take any metal off. They were revolutionary for us with aluminum heads becoming more popular. Cast iron, it didn't matter, you know. But our rotary broach that we used for cast iron heads and blocks, we couldn't use that on aluminum because it left too coarse of a pattern as it came across the aluminum. So it didn't matter how fine a cut you took. As far as the depth in, it was just the physics of the actual cutters. So it wasn't made to make the fine line. And then now they use stones. They don't even use cutters anymore for making those be there. It's been very well abused. It's some kind of composite plastic. It's been filed incorrectly. All of these are different depths. Yeah, it's the next flat, but and same reason the frets didn't really need to be polished per se. They had a few little divots down around the cowboy cord area, like Marshall was talking about the other day, but they would have been fine. I just going so far into it, I wanted to go all the way. I wanted to say, hey, I've done that, but yeah. So, yeah, still looking good. And I'll check the neck again before, because it's been hauled around and messed with and stuff. A modern, I don't even know what a compensated nut is. And I can't find anything specifically for this Ibanez. There is no pre-cut, pre-made, anything nut for this RG2EX2. And this we now know is a 2005 year, which I knew it was. I knew it was first run of these. So there it is. I don't know what the answer is, but hey, Mark's gas station is in the house. Yeah, and I have a kind of a saddles on this one. It's not a Tune-o-matic. Oh, it's a hardtail, but it's the same style as the ones that are on Ruby. So yeah, I'm not gonna do any of the crazy stuff. I know what radius I need. I've watched Marshall do 2 or 3 setups on these now. plus a couple while I was actually even there. So I have a pretty good idea. I'm going to be meticulous about that layout on my strings. I've measured it 4 times already and marked on my little string gauge over there the one that it is. And you can tell that that's the one that it is because of the way that it is. And I'm considering this did not clearly had a truss rod cover on it for most of its life, but I'm thinking about getting another one. And this particular style shape of one, I can get that right here. They make one that has a little flip out. Well, it flips out that way. Anyway, it flips this way. Anyway, it flips open so you don't have to take these screws out every time. So, because I don't have screws this size, and I was thinking if I buy one of the fancy covers, I then will have some screws this size, and then we'll make them work. So yep, I say do what you do. Um, so yeah, we don't. This neck was great beforehand. I ain't doing shit to this. If it checks out flat when I'm done, as it did when I started, yeah, ain't nothing happening to this neck. It played really well. I'm looking forward to feeling the polished frets though. On Douglas, that was divine. Freshly polished frets are cool. I will probably be doing a quickie polish each time I take one down to put strings on it or do some kind of maintenance to it. They're probably going to get wiped down with the polish because it'll take a few seconds, like, to do each fret then. No long term stuff. So that's probably how I'm going to handle that. But they're looking pretty good. They already feel great. Can't see any nail. They're just not shiny enough. I like shiny things. Yeah, I've heard that. I've not been present when a bone or whatever. I think you guys are talking about bone nuts. I've never been present when one's being cut. They've always been the synthetics or the plastics. And I don't know if this is composite material or if it's plastic, but once I get it off there, I'll show you all the little raggedy edges on it that makes me think it's plastic. And plastic would have been something that could have and may have been used in guitar making at the time. I just wish I had the extra $120 for the locking tuners that I want to put on this. I got a set in mind that are black, and they got the auto clipper thingy in them. That's just cool. I mean, it's not hard to snip the wire off after you get the locking nut cranked down on Ruby, but yeah, that little tick, and then oh yeah, that's very satisfying. It's like when you walk into a feed store or an old hardware store, and there's nobody at the counter for the checkout because no customers are checking out right at the moment, so people are back doing other jobs. Unlike cashiers now that just stand only in the cashier place and just do the cashier thing. Um, anyway, I digress. Yeah, that's a thing. I cannot see a reason for these being wiggly other than they were. Hey, Robbie, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. I'll be watching for more advice from you. He's always got the Kramer thing going. Anyway, so that's the long-term considerations for this. I think I'm gonna buy a thing for that. I'm gonna get a wider nut, thicker nut. not wider. It's plenty wide, way wide. If I could, just make it a little thicker. That was my fault for not double checking my measurement. I just measured the top, which is about 3/16 of an inch. If I'd done what I did today, I would have known that I needed one that's 1/4 inch and then tapered back. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. Probably going to involve filing and stuff. I have some small flat files. Hopefully they'll work for doing that, because I want it to look like that, because that's how it looked before. I should be able to copy that line, right? Of course. It's like I said when I started this project, what could possibly go wrong? Has anything really gone wrong yet? No. We found some problems that existed before I started doing anything. The guitar already had a grounding problem because the thing wasn't there. The bare metal under the bridge. Nope. It's trying to ground to the bare metal through the paint. That was not working very well at all. Not very well at all. Yeah, I'm too anal for that. I would see it every time I picked up the guitar. I can't. I would have dreams at night about that space that I colored in when I could have just made it be right. It's a blessing and a curse. Um, why do you fix little things that you don't charge people for as you go through a setup or a check on a new customer's guitar? It's because you want to do a good job. You want to have a good taste in their mouth. Well, when it's my guitar, I got to have a perfect taste in my mouth. Otherwise, I'm just a hack bastard. I'm not exactly certain why I keep stopping on coffee, because I haven't even put the grounds in there yet. Like this bong, except I don't smoke flower through this. This only gets vaped through. That's why this sits here. It's got the dabber stopper doohickey, and that goes in there, and I pull it through the percolator. I got an ice pinch, full meal deal. But it's not smoke, it's vapor, oil vapor, which is arguably not good to inhale either, but it's better than plant material that's been burning. So, anyway, I'll put this back over here. Right about there. Perfect. So yeah, I don't got no guns in that water. I spent 3 hours cleaning out the previous owner's garbage. Holy mackerel, was that thing dirty. I like clean glass. I love how it looks, especially boric glass or whatever they did. Science glass, like they make beakers, and that's what my pieces are made of. It's that same kind of glass. So they're really, really strong. But it's cool. I can use resin now in my Mighty. This, I have to order a thing. I've showed this before. I wanted one of these for a very long time. And I got the charger for it. Wow, it smells like, it's weird. This smells like pot. Anyway, got it charged up. Charger works great. From dead, like flashing at me, telling me to charge. From dead to full charge, it took just over an hour and a half. So the charger does a great job. And then it lasts 6 to 8 times. So that's cool. But yeah, that's how we're gonna roll with that. They make a thing that sits in where you put the flower to vape this. I don't even know how to describe it. We were just talking about the whole steel wool thing. Well, if you had a little round piece of steel wool, it looked like a pill and semi-firm, That's what that looks like. I'm supposed to be able to put things like shatter, uh, ROH, not the ROH oil. That's the stuff you put in your mouth. It tastes. I mean, I'm glad it's helping people, but damn, I've tasted that stuff. No, I would only take it as a medicine. There's no recreation there. Yeah, it's terrible. It tastes worse than euthanasia. Like, that's echinacea, by the way. But anyway, that's how that's gonna roll, and I'm cool at that. That's why I've been wanting one of those for so long, because it opens up possibilities. I can use even more natural products. All the vape oils that I use are using um, the natural based stuff, the glycerin or whatever it is. There's one that's bad for you that they've been using, and there's one that's not as bad for you that they're using now. So, Mighty doesn't make an ember. There's no burning with it. It heats it up to critical mass, 190-ish degrees. You can adjust it up to 210, but it doesn't actually burn the veg. So, yeah, neato. Neato, neato, neato. I know that this guitar is eventually getting that Floyd Rose that goes on, a guitar without routing. I want that, but I just don't have 359 $359 to drop on that at this point in time. I like having food and saving for a car and doing stuff to my guitar. Oh yeah, I saw Frank last night. Said that he should be receiving it. He's had it shipped to him, and then he's going to meet you. He's going to bring it to you. That'll be kind of cool. Get to meet Frank Turzo. That would be cool. I'm reading what you're saying here, Doc. What am I learning? Yeah, I won't. I won't. When I do the setup on this, Marshall makes a great point, and something I want to reiterate. I'm doing this because my friend encouraged me to try. That this was something that I could handle, and so far he's 100% right. Um, but the reason I wanted to do this professional amateur hour was to show what is possible with basically no experience. I've never, I've never tried to, I've never tried to copy a nut before. I'm going to. I've never shimmed a neck before. I did. Um, I've never set up intonation. I'm going to. By the time I'm done with this guitar, I'll be able to sit down and play it and say, I did that. And that's cool. Now, if I run into something that I can't quite get right, or something that I'm afraid is not going to be a long-term performance thing that I want to leave, I can always bag it, take it to the guitar shop and say, I got a little in and over my head. Can you finish this up? So, you know, I don't have I don't have any compensation in my nuts. Mr. Smith, welcome, welcome, welcome. You missed all the melting of the solder. I tried using solder wick for the first time. I've always used a pen, so yeah, There's the that's all the excess solder. I got a wider bunch coming. I didn't realize there was different widths of this stuff. I mean, this works. You just gotta use a longer piece. Um, so yeah, I've got whatever that 1/4 inch one is, or whatever that is. So, oh, yeah, Mr. Smith, do you have any nut jokes? We use all those there. Yeah, I can't hear the intonation differences that Marshall can. I would have to depend solely on my snark or my internal tuner in the thing. There's no way. My hearing is. We were playing with the EQ the other day, and we just took all the lows basically and shut them off, and everything 16K and above. I can't hear them. I literally cannot hear them. So it's pointless for me to worry about EQing them. If I were mixing a song, I would have somebody like Marshall or Justin or Mark Tanner or uh, Tim Texas Jackdaw. One of those kind of people would be doing my master because I can't hear the stuff that they hear. What did the nut do at the bank? What did nut do at the bank? I don't know. What did the nut do at the bank? Oh, I don't lube the nut. I buy these. Then my nut stays lubricated on its own. Yeah. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. Most definitely. Let's see here. Look at that. It even breaks off nicely. So solder wick works great. I'm gonna have the wider stuff for later. But I was trying to use my solder sucker on the stuff that was on the back of the pots, and I'm like, get it, and it'd take off a little tiny spot, and then I'd do it. I couldn't get all of it liquefied and done up. So, oh, Marshall, we need to get together at some point down the road and play with this microphone. It's still got that wind rushing noise that's on it, and I tried to route it to the thing with the. I don't know. We need to have a refresher. So we'll do that at another time. So I'll be hitting you up, like I always do, saying, hi, I need something. So that's typically when I call Marshall. Only when I need something. We can do better than that, Mr. Smith. Well, I don't know, Mr. Anderson. I think that Mr. Smith has got everything under control. Matter of fact, you don't need to do anything at all. Oh, where is? I wanted to show. I wanted to show you guys something. There we go. This is gonna work. Here, let me put that over there. It's more good. All right. Let me see. No. Where am I at? Where am I at? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Not there. Do this. And then what happens if I go over here? Is this? No, not that one. That's not that one. Here it is. Right. Where's it at? Did you guys pull down the? Did you guys pull down the metal show? I see the promo's still here, but did you guys pull the show down? No pun intended. Irontown Auditors up here. Yeah, I do not see the. Nope. Huh. I don't see it. I was going to promo the next one, tell everybody to be watching for it, because it was a fun show. I had not heard of a single band that you guys brought up on that entire show. So, Doc Danger's World of Metal. I cannot stand almond milk. I don't like coconut water. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of stuff that I will not put in my mouth. I've tried. Sugar free, sugared, not sugared, the almond, the stiff, the that, the brand, the light, the. I'll just drink the cow shit stuff because I know what I'm getting and it makes me happy. I don't drink very much milk anyway. I do like goat's milk, but not the same way I like cow's milk. The bovine is divine for the milks, for me anyway. Y'all can drink what you want. I knew it wasn't going to be an every week thing. I was just going to talk about it a little bit. So, real men drink homo. 5% at that too. How's it? How long's it been since you've seen milk 5% milk fat on a shelf in any store? Any store. For me, I can guarantee it has been about probably 40 years since I saw 5% fat milk. It's all 3%. It was all homogenized 3%. That's the good stuff. No, it ain't. It's the 5% that's gooder. You got to shake that shit up just like you do when it comes out of the cow. Yeah, and homogenization is a process that was invented by business as a thing we need to do. I can do half and half cream. I can. Half and half cream is good. It's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed. I mean, I just want to point this out. You can see the stuff in my workspace here. You can reach things in my workspace. I don't knock near as much stuff off the back. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't drink very much milk anymore. But every so often, I gotta have some. So hell, I know when I was living with my other roommates, we'd go through 3 gallons of milk a week. 3 adults, basically each of us drinking a gallon. She can't drink milk, lactose intolerant. I moved out here. I think I bought a half gallon of milk twice, and I drank some of it, and then it went bad, and I threw it away. So I don't buy more than a quart of milk anymore. I don't buy no half gallons. A lot of times I'll just buy a pint. It's terribly expensive, but yeah. Hey, there's a Michael. Look at that. Animal 2CT. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, so that's the update on the guitar. We're still moving along. I think we're going to be all right. Yeah, milk is bad for me. Like I don't know every other fucking thing that I like to eat. So most of it I just eat some every so often. craziness. So, congratulations on my stuff. This is gonna look better when I get not using the guitar hard case as a work surface. It does have a protector on it, so I'm being very careful. Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna turn off my soldering iron while I'm thinking about it right now. Because if I don't, it'll be another 4 hours, and I'll turn around and look at that and realize that I've just had it sitting there doing that. There. Oh, I eat cheese. I do like a cheese. I like the goat cheese and the brie cheese and the Munster cheese and the cheese, and the sharp and the dull and the I don't know. I pretty much like all the cheeses. The blues, make it moldy. I don't give a shit. I have never gotten a chance to try Munster. Is that the one? No, Limburger, the one that smells so super bad. Put it on somebody's exhaust manifold and stinks up their car for 100 years or some other stupid bullshit. It does, from what I understand, smell very offensive. I've never had it in front of me, but I guarantee you, it is cheese. I don't care what it smells like. It smells like cow shit. If it's cheese, I'm gonna put it in my mouth at least once. Just saying, I'm gonna do it because I love a cheese. The fromage, another French word that I didn't learn from my French teacher. Well, when I get a hankering for lasagna, I buy either a stock. I could make lasagna, but goddamn, that's a lot of work. I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I buy a Stouffer's or a Marie Callender's. Those are both acceptable with real ingredients in them, except for the red dye that's in the tomatoes, which I'm not sure why it needs that because all my tomatoes have always been red, whether I cooked them or not, except for the fried ones. But those aren't green anyway, and they're not red either because they got batter on them. I don't know. Very, very, very confusing. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't do a lot of milk anymore. Oh yeah, I about 2, 3 times a year I get a hankering for the lasagne. I need the lasagne. Um, I can't I can't continue my life without it. Sometimes it's yeah. All right, I'm finally making the coffee I started 35 minutes ago. Fantastic. Well, that's disturbing. Fenders, lights, rain gear, bicycle, ride to work. I don't do the bicycle no more. Mm-mm. Nope. I use the cabs that I got attached to my legs. Came to look for a drum cover 2 years ago and never left. Well, we're glad you came and looked for that drum cover because it put some Mr. Smith into our lives. We like a Mr. Smith in our lives. Trust me, I know these things. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I came to the Ugle Tubes about 5 years ago and never left, but I didn't discover this community and you people until three 3 years ago now. Well, yeah, we're working on the third year now. The start of the third year is right now. So, because it was February or April-ish when that was done. Yeah, Marshall was saying your walk to work is about a minute and a half. That includes locking your door and waiting for the elevator or something. Hey, there it comes. I knew I was going to get some coffee here pretty soon. So yeah, I'm going to order a 1/4 inch wide nut, and then I'm going to do the fun stuff for that. We'll have, I do have the switch. I got to wait for the wider nut so I can cut it down and make it look like this one, because it's got to. I just can't have it be different. I am anally retentive and OCD, so that will be a thing. Anyway, the next time you see the guitar is probably gonna be diving into the switch. I'll get everything all set up for that ahead of time with my wiring diagram in front of me, because I'm gonna struggle with that. I already know. I've never done it before. But at least I'll be dealing with a fresh switch and good wire and, you know, the right kind of stuff. So, yes, it is a Graphtec nut. Um, uh, so anyway, I'm gonna get a thicker one because I need it to meet that line at the bottom. So, and I'll use that 3/16 nut on something. It's not a big deal. Or I'll send it to Marshall and he'll use it on something. Or I'll mail it to one of you guys because you won a spinning contest or something. And these rags are amazing. I got the 50 of these 2 years ago on the Jungle Store for like $12. And I have some of them that I only use for wiping things that don't have stuff on them, like wiping dust off of something, because I know when I put it in a washer, it'll clean the dust out. And then I have other ones that I use for stuff like polishing or wiping afterwards. This one here I use while I'm doing my sanding, just so I can wipe the stuff off the neck as I'm working my way down and just not have that dust all over me. And it also keeps some of those bigger particles out of my way. If I had a proper bench set up, I would probably do it on the bench top and just do that. So anyway, that's what we'll be doing next time. Get the switch wired up. I still got to take the pickups out of that. I'm not going to take them out until I'm actually ready to wire them. I don't see any point in losing screws or pieces for those, because they can stay where they're at once I know which is front, which is rear, neck, and bridge. Then I know where to put them on the switch. So thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. We all learned a couple of things together, showing you my mistakes as well as my triumphs. That's why this is called what it is, and that's why we have it live and not Memorexed. Because if I did it Memorexed, I could edit out stuff. I'd rather you guys just see how much I screw up or don't screw up as I do this. So, taking longer than I wanted to. Yep. Learning a lot more than I anticipated. Yep. Gonna have a better product when I'm done. Yeah. So, we're all good. Peace out. Have a good one. Stay smooth. And I will see you in a video or live chat soon.